New traffic pattern is getting another major test as the evening commute rolls on.
Construction continues on the 610 connector. The DOT is set to replace 7 crumbling bridges along the interchange. And a tough morning commute for a lot of people with all the rain and a number of accidents causing some big delays. And here's a live look at your drive in the area right now. You can see the red, which symbolizes heavy traffic over to the right. You can also see Olneyville, which is where traffic is being diverted. And that's where we find Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado. She joins us now with what the DOT is saying tonight. Steph?
Well, I am in Olneyville Square. This is where a lot of cars are being detoured as part of this 610 construction work. Today was really the first real test of these new lane changes in place for a while.
Overall, I think the work zone's working the way that they should.
RIDOT Director Peter Alvidi says traffic in the area of the 610 interchange was heavier than usual this morning, in part due to the rain and 4 car crashes.
None of them were in the work zones, or none of them seem to be related at this point to the work zone setups. These were just accidents that happen when you have bad weather and in heavy traffic.
It was the first real workday morning of the 610 lane shifts as RIDOT embarks on a multi-year project to replace 7 bridges and redesign the whole 610 area.
This is an interchange that not only from a traffic congestion standpoint, but from a structural deficiency standpoint, safety issues are all being corrected during the next several years.
In the meantime, drivers will have to deal with lane shifts as the bridges get replaced bit by bit. The Broadway exit on Route 10 North is also closed for the next 2 years, sending drivers on a detour through Olneyville, an already congested hub of activity in Providence. So Alvidi says they worked with Providence to change the timing of the traffic lights there.
We've actually, even with the increased traffic, because of the changes we made to the traffic lights there, we were able to improve the flow through the Olneyville area.
And back here live in Olneyville Square, you can see the evening commute well underway here. We've seen plenty of cars coming through here, and again, we're expecting more cars to come through here as a result of these traffic changes. And coming up new at 6, the owner of one of the best-known businesses in this area details his concerns about the new traffic pattern. Live in Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
The head of RIDOT says the work zones set up for the 610 connector project are working the way they should. And he says the rain and the number of crashes were partly to blame for traffic issues this morning, the first full commute since the new traffic patterns were put into place here over the weekend. And here's a live look from our jam cam at the area of Route 6 and 10 right now. You can see the traffic backups here. As part of the project, one Providence neighborhood will be dealing with some extra traffic for the next couple of years. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us now live from the Providence Mobile Newsroom with new details at 6.
Well, the Olneyville area is expected to eventually benefit from the changes to the 610 connector, but in the meantime, during construction, cars are being detoured to this area it's an already busy part of the city.
I'm a bit concerned about the amount of traffic.
Greg Stevens is the owner of Olneyville, New York System, famous for their hot wieners in Olneyville Square.
It feels like a hub. There are many roads that meet in the middle here in Olneyville Square, and it's always been a traffic problem.
He's worried about the extra cars expected to come through the area every day, being detoured from Route 10 because the Broadway exit is closed as part of the massive 610 connector rebuilding project.
It'll take more time for people to travel, whether they have to commute to this area or they want to come to a small business like ours, and it would take too much time. It might deter them from coming.
The DOT says they planned for this, working with Providence to change the timing schedule of the traffic lights in Olneyville Square to keep traffic flowing. DOT Director Peter Alvidi says on the first workday of the detour, it worked.
We've actually, even with the increased traffic, because of the changes we made to the traffic lights there, we were able to improve the flow through the Olneyville area.
And of course, Greg from New York System says he's looking forward to the end of this project a few years from now when traffic should be much alleviated to this area and on the 610 connector. And of course, the DOT says it'll also be safer with 7 bridges being replaced. Live in Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.